Have you ever read a story where the setting felt like more than just scenery, almost like another person in the narrative, pushing events forward or standing in the hero's way? It is truly an immersive experience when the world itself seems to breathe and respond. A world becomes an active character in your story when it possesses its own inherent drives, imposes meaningful consequences, and directly influences the plot and the characters' journeys. It is not merely a stage for the action, but a participant that actively shapes what happens. This agency arises from designing the world with intrinsic forces, whether they are natural, magical, social, or technological, that have their own agendas or reactions. Think of a desert that naturally drains resources and creates conflict, or a magical forest that actively defends its borders with sentient trees. The world might have an ancient prophecy woven into its very geology, or its societies might have rigid rules that constantly challenge the protagonist's goals. These elements are not static. They evolve, react, or present insurmountable obstacles, forcing characters to adapt or fail. The key is to imbue your setting with a consistent internal logic and motivations, much like you would a human character, so its actions feel organic to its nature. To craft such a world, start by considering its inherent personality or desires. What does your world seem to want or resist? Does it crave balance or does it thrive on chaos? Then, weave these desires directly into your plot. Show how the environment itself creates problems, offers solutions, or reflects character growth. For example, a rising sea level isn't just background noise. It forces characters to build new defenses, abandon their homes, or discover new technologies. A powerful technique is to introduce what we can call environmental stakes, where the physical or systemic nature of the world itself holds something crucial for the characters. This transforms the setting from a mere backdrop into a living entity with its own internal conflicts and external impacts, often dictating the pacing and severity of challenges. When the world has its own objectives, it elevates the narrative beyond simple character versus character dynamics, adding layers of complexity and urgency. By designing your world to have its own will and consequences, you create a deeper, more resonant story. Your characters will not only interact with each other, but also constantly contend with the very fabric of their existence, leading to richer conflicts and more compelling resolutions. This makes the world itself a vital, unforgettable part of your narrative.